Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Europa Universalis for the Jihad as Najd. As you can see, we have a nice big font. And it's been a while since I recorded the last time, because I kind of wanted to play a little bit without the pressure of recording and stuff like that. And I think that was a good idea because I regained quite a bit of strength. I embraced the institution of the manufactories, although there is almost a new institution looming. What else? Yeah, no real rebel issues anymore. I got a new vassal, Baluchistan. We grew him quite a bit due to the fact that we conquered some land from the Timurids and fed it to Baluchistan, and we also got some cores back to Baluchistan. This was a core, and this was a core, and we basically gave him 4 more provinces. I conquered some provinces here. I also conquered a little bit from Bahmanis, but mostly I got some cash out of it. I conquered a little bit down here. So currently we are sitting at 118 provinces. I was at 120, but these guys broke free because I wasn't paying attention and because I managed to get my armies stack wiped again against Bahmanis. I wasn't paying attention again. Normally, I think I'm getting better at the warfare, but sometimes I just don't pay attention, and I was a little bit behind on tech. He was on tech 22, I was on 21. 22 is actually really big for artillery, +2 artillery fire, and a new artillery unit. So, yeah, that was a bit of a mistake by me, and I had my armies split up in 4 different stacks to sort of carpet cheat him. And I wasn't really paying attention, and then he attacked one, and I tried to reinforce, and stuff went south. I pulled my armies back, but then the Timurids, because I was at war with both Bahmanis and the Timurids came in with a 40k stack and crushed the rest of my army. Fortunately for me, the Ottomans were also in a war, and they were crushing the Timurids. So basically the Ottomans won the war for me. I was able to peace out Bahmanis for 2 provinces and a bit of cash. And after that I was able to peace out the Timurids for this land. So all in all, not much was lost, although it is quite expensive to rebuild a stack. It's almost 900 ducats. I'm working with a 28 stack now. I probably should change it a little bit, make it. I think 28 is good because I can at least walk in all my provinces without suffering too much from attrition. So I'm gonna work with 28 stacks for now. I rebuilt one, I need to rebuild some more, but luckily for us, we're making plenty of money. We're not really invested in advisors that much, but we will definitely start to get some advisors going once we rebuild our army. We're fully maintaining the army because we are planning on attacking the Mamluks. It's only 3 provinces, but it's 3 really good provinces. And yeah, we're basically gonna state this land so that we can benefit from the tax income here. I mean, all in all, this is a lot of tax income. So that's something that we're gonna do. And these 3 provinces are all Sunni, so we don't have to convert them. Maybe we can go to war with Tunis, but Tunis is allied to the Ottomans, so that might prove a little bit difficult. Attacking the Mamluks will bring us into war with Dongola. Not sure whether I can separate peace Dongola, but Mahra had some rebel issues and lost a bunch of cores back to Dongola, which is rather unfortunate. I wasn't really paying attention to that, but we might get the cores back. And then Mahra is nice, and it's not that strong, but it's quite some provinces. They're all Sunni, or at least these are Coptic, but these 2 are Sunni. Baluchistan is fully Sunni, I believe. So once we can integrate the vassals, we will get some more provinces, of course. Yeah, it's 1700. I think we can still do this. I need a little bit less than 400 provinces in about 120 years. So yeah, that's about 3 and a bit provinces a year. I think if we can really ramp up the admin efficiency, I think admin tech 23, yeah, and once we hit 27, it's gonna be smooth sailing, hopefully. We got some we got some nice absolutism going on as well. So that's helping a lot. We don't really have anything going for us here. But yeah, that was quite a long introduction. But I will continue playing now, and I will be back with some updates. I'm not sure whether I will update with every war and every peace deal. Let me know what you think about it. Maybe I will just do it a little bit like this. I'm gonna play, and every once in a while I will do a little bit bigger update with what was happening, what has been going on, and do it like that. I'm really happy that my economy is really good now. I think I probably should spend after the war with the Mamluks. I think the Mamluks are a really easy war, so I should definitely go for it now. But after that, I probably should spend like a couple of years, maybe 3 or 4, maybe 5 years, to which I should have done a lot earlier in the campaign. I know, because time is tight now. But I think I should really get a couple of years going to rebuild my economy, to make sure that I have a decent trade fleet, to make sure that I even have some decent ships. Although ships aren't nearly that much of an issue anymore, because the Timurids don't have any ships anymore, because they don't have coast. But we will definitely go to war with Bahmanis, and Bahmanis might have some heavies. So we probably want to invest in some heavies and things like that before we go to war with guys like Bahmanis and maybe eventually Bengal, because we don't want to keep losing our fleet, because it's in the end it's actually quite expensive to constantly rebuild that stuff, and I think I lost thousands of ducats just because I kept losing armies and ships. So I should not do that anymore. I should rebuild, and I should make sure that I am close to my force limit, because I can actually afford to go to my force limit now. So yeah, that's something I should definitely do. Build up my army close or to my force limit. Same goes for the boats, and then we should go on a rampage. And I should just pick the easier targets. For instance, Warsangali. Well, they allied with Kilwa, but Kilwa isn't nearly as strong as it once was. So we could go down here a little bit. Pick on Dongola, although we have to convert these provinces because they're all Shia, but that might not be a really big issue there. We can easily convert them. We got 5 missionaries available, so yeah, that was quite a big update. I kept rambling for quite a bit, as you know me to do. I usually ramble on a lot, so I'm gonna play, and I will be back once I have some nice updates, probably in a couple of years. And we're back. I decided to declare the war against the Mamluks, and Angola decided to join, which wasn't a very good idea. This gives me the opportunity to return all the cores they had to Maghra, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 provinces, and I'm gonna take one. Maybe I can even take one more. They won't. That. Alright, one less province, that's okay. I'm gonna take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 provinces for myself, plus the 3, so that's 10 provinces in a fairly short war. I don't know if it's. Yeah, we probably should count this one as well. These ones as well. So, and now our admin efficiency is quite high, so it's not that expensive to make all these all these provinces are cores, and they're fairly cheap. They're fairly underdeveloped. I think we will conquer this entire area because the development is fairly low. Same goes for here. This is really expensive to core, but it's also gonna help my income a little bit. Although my income is so high now that it might not even matter. I'm gonna send a demand, and that's one peace deal out of the way, and I will check if I can make the other one as well. And yes, we can also make the other peace deal with the Mamluks. It's not even that bad. I'm not sure. This is 100 development total, almost. No. 67, 57, 80, 82 development. That's 82 development. Wow. It's not that expensive. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it all. I'm gonna take a bit of cash. Well, a bit. 700 ducats. That's actually fairly nice. It cost me a little bit of Diplo, but that's okay. Is there anything else I can do? Nope. Gonna send a demand. And there we go. Fully occupied. Now there are Mamlukian separatists in town. So we probably should go and deal with them. But that's fine. Gonna be okay. This army is gonna deal with the rebels in Maghra. And I can upgrade my government rank to Empire, which is actually fairly interesting. I'm gonna take a quick look at that. I will gain 25 prestige. And yeah, the province force core cost, it says minus 10%, but it's gonna be minus 20% with when the month ticks. Because I'm an Empire now, that's actually fairly nice. Combined with the reduced scoring cost from my absolutism, my admin efficiency and stuff like that, I can take so much provinces now in one war. And I'm also working on, don't look at aristocratic IDs, that was a bad ID. I'm also working on diplomatic IDs. It's a fair bit, quite far away, but as soon as we can get this flexible negotiation, province war score cost minus 20%, so the province war score cost is minus 40 then for me, which is fairly decent. It's gonna help me a great deal, hopefully. And we're gonna go for adaptability, core creation cost minus 25%. That's also fairly nice, but it's gonna take a while. Yeah, our income was fairly low due to the fact that the Mamluks occupied this land, so we didn't have that much trade power in the Maghra node, but my income will go up now again. I'm gonna continue playing, and when something interesting happens, I will be back. I am back with a final update, I think, for this episode. We just fought a long war, quite a long war against the Timurids. Bengal decided to declare war against Bahmanis, and he thought, you know, I'm gonna call my ally Najd into the war. They also were allied with Dongola, so I had to fight Dongola first, but I got a province out of it. And now we finally got peace. Bengal separate peace to Timurids, and my reward is 1 province. It isn't that much, but it is a province. The problem is now we have a truce with the Timurids that's gonna last for quite some time, which is rather unfortunate. But we might circumvent that by declaring war to the Timurids. By declaring war to Mewar, and they will, the Timurids will join. But to do that, we first need the backup from the Ottomans, who are currently at war with Venice and Brandenburg. So that's probably the plan: declare war on these guys and bring the Ottomans in, and that way we can conquer a bunch of land from the Timurids. Because time is ticking away very quickly. We got 106 years to complete our quest, and I think it's not enough. I think I cannot do it. I'm not efficient enough with my wars, with my troop movement and things like that. Maybe in the end, if I did truce break a lot, I might be able to, but I have to eat coalitions and stuff like that. I don't have any experience with that. So yeah, I think it's looking quite grim. We're quite high up on the development on the great power list, but I think if we had something like this, it would, like the Ottomans, it would definitely be possible. But from my position, I doubt it. I doubt it very much. But I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna play for yeah, probably at least 100 years more, and see where we end up with. I noticed that it takes a lot longer to play a little bit here due to the wars, the troop movement, and things like that. So yeah, the episodes. I'm not sure if I can put out as much episodes as I did before. I'm gonna try. Gonna figure out some ways to get some land fairly quickly. We still have our vassals, by the way, which are also a decent chunk of provinces. I mean, this is 9 provinces, and Balochistan is also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, also 9. So we got 18 provinces, which we can integrate fairly quickly, which is nice. That's definitely that definitely will help in the future. Delhi is a little bit tricky because they get independence guarantee by Bengal, but Bengal is less powerful than it looks. I mean, if you look at these troops, we bring 112k infantry. Well, Bengal brings the majority of the infantry, but I think I bring the majority of the cannons. Yes, definitely, and the cavalry. So if we can figure out a way to bring the Ottomans against Bengal, then we can win that war, and we can start to eat a little bit more out of India. I just noticed that some of the occupation is transferred by me to me due to Baluchistan. So I definitely should bring my troops from the Timurids all the way down here to Baghmanis, so that I can occupy a little bit more land, and maybe I will get a couple of provinces out of the peace deal. If I help enough. I don't know what my participation is. It says 14%, but it will go up. I'm planning on sieging down this capital because that's the war goal. And for some reason, Bengal just, I don't know, he just fails to do it. So I think I'm gonna do it for him. That will bring my participation up by quite a bit. I'm gonna core this province. Look at those coring costs. Only 14. I'm not sure how big the province is. It's only 5 development, but it's modified by quite a bit. I got adaptability to for the reduced coring costs, so it's nice. So yes, I'm gonna continue playing and gonna see how much I can grow, and we're basically gonna see how far we can go, and maybe at some point later in the future I will try to redo the achievement. If I fail, which is probably what is going to happen, I don't think I can get the 500 provinces. I should have expanded more rapidly in the early stages of the game, and sometimes I decided to go to war, in which case I shouldn't. I think my timing was off quite sometimes. So yeah, I've basically said everything what I'm saying right now. So I'm going to try, and I'm going to play on and see if I can get some land from Baghmanis, and probably next episode we'll start with something like a peace deal, and yeah, we're gonna play from there, and we will see how much we can get going. Yeah, I think, yeah, we'll see. We will just see. It's gonna be okay, hopefully. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy it. This is probably quite a long episode if you look at the time, with a lot of me just blabbing about and talking rubbish. I hope you don't mind. Please leave a like if you like it. And if you have any suggestions on what I should have done differently, what I can do differently, what I can do to actually maybe still get the achievement, let me know. I doubt if it's possible, but maybe it might just be possible. If I can get a good war with Mewar against the Timurids, and the Ottomans help me out on this, although they want some land from the Timurids, but if I can figure out a way to get a decent chunk of land out of that, that might help. I might integrate my vassals. I mean, they bring some troops, but not too much. Yeah, that's about it. I will see you in the next one, hopefully. Thanks for watching, and bye.